We have already seen significant ramp-ups of testing in places like Ontario and Quebec, where there is a need for even greater testing. Last week with the premiers, I laid out that offer that the federal government could take it on, and we got positive responses from right across the country. We're going to continue discussing that tonight and talk precisely about how we can scale up testing immediately in places where it's necessary, like in Ontario and Quebec, and be ready to scale up almost instantly in places where right now the virus is pretty well under control, but any flare-ups need to be responded to extremely quickly. That is the frame that we're laying out. We don't want logistical or financial limitations to keep anywhere in this country held back from doing all the testing that is necessary. That's what the federal government will be there for. One of the things we know is that in pandemics, there are usually second waves. The question that we're very much focused on is, as that second wave begins, or as we start to see resurgences in a reopened economy, how quickly are we able to contain them and control them? And that comes down to the scale of testing, the scale of contact tracing we're able to have right across the country. That's why the federal government has stepped up in its offer to provinces to support them in massively scaling up testing capacity and contact tracing capacity. We know, particularly in those areas that are still working to get the spread of the virus under control, it is going to be important to increase testing now, as we're seeing in those areas, but also make sure that as we move forward through the summer and obviously into the fall, we are ready to act extremely quickly so that the population at large won't be in situations of having to go back into confinement. But that depends on citizens doing their part. It also depends on having that testing capacity, and that's what we're moving forward on.